What's up? Chris here from JetSim Flight with another update on our Embraer 145 project. As you can see in the background, looks like we have some black stuff. I've painted some of the frame that I've gotten built so far, and as you can see from, if I get myself out of the way, it kind of looks like an airplane from the side view anyway. And you can see I got the overhead projector placed, and as a result of kind of getting some of that placed, I've actually realized that there's some things that are going to need to be changed as far as how the overhead projection is done. And the biggest piece of that is the fact that we basically have to get another projector because our projection is just not large enough to fit the entire width of the screen. As you can see, here we have the visual setup, and here's the edge of the window. Essentially, this would be about where the pilot's head would be, or so, and you can see that over here on the left-hand side we have the video screen cut off. And if they look to the right, there's quite a cutoff on this side as well. So it's looking like we're going to have another projector. The thing I do like about the curved screen is that it definitely gives more of the depth that you would really want to have in this kind of scenario. Overall, it's definitely a huge improvement on what was there before, but I can't decide whether I'm going to go ahead and get another projector right now or just go back to a flat screen for now as the means of projection. But let's talk about some of the other updates. I did get a whole bunch of panels done for the console here, and you can see some of those here. I got the new parking brake panel, and I haven't put the letters on it just yet, but those will be coming really soon. And then we got the speed brake panel, and this actually has the letters already on it, so the open and close. Elevator disconnect, aileron disconnect, and our flaps panel, all of which have the letters enabled on them. We also have the SPS panel, and this is the thrust rating base panel ready to go. I just need to cut out the top panel for that one, and that one will be ready. And then I have a few other panels. These are just like filler panels that I have, and this one the paint decided to raise for some strange reason. But these are just some filler panels to fill in the console that I have, and this console is actually temporary because, as you can see, I have a little gap here, and that's not supposed to be there. And these are the correct sizes for each of the pieces. The other thing I did recently is to kind of put this the new bracing in for the overhead, including the sidearm, excuse me, here, and I painted everything flat black with just some spray paint at this point, and that's just to cut down on reflections so that there's not any extraneous reflections onto the screen itself. So that's what that's for, and some of this stuff is going to be painted gray and all that later on, so that shouldn't matter too terribly much. But overall, haven't really done a whole lot of other stuff, mostly because I've been doing work on designing all of the panels for the Embraer, and the overhead is quite a bit of work, and I did manage to get one of those panels kind of done here, and I'll see if we can hold it up to it's not going to show some of the light because I did make one mistake on my base panels, is I accidentally painted them, so the light doesn't shine all the way through them to show the letters like they should. So but this is the dual panel put together, and you can see here's where the if I can get the focus right, there we go, there's where the two panels come together to make that nice little squaring piece for the square buttons, which is good. And on the back here you see the mounting holes for the multi-position switches. And then this little bracket here on the bottom is actually to mount the guards for the start and stop switches, multi-position switches. So That part I haven't completed yet. I need to buy some 5mm clear acrylic to do those pieces. So that's what I'm waiting on here, and this panel will be done. This is actually the largest panel of the whole overhead assembly. So that it's making some pretty good headway as far as getting something done. This is going to take up a big space of that overhead. And that's really all the updates I have for you guys this time around, but hope you'll go ahead and subscribe below if you haven't already.